And so by holding both ends of this paradox and recognizing plans are designed to be broken, we create an adaptable, responsive, and I believe successful approach to everything. Now, there are some people out there breaking plans all over the place, and they are not doing it in a way that is creating success. We're going to talk about that, right? But what I want you to take away from this is how to create certainty in the uncertainty, how to gracefully, beautifully, lovingly, compassionately, supportively, safely, securely, and protected break plans, whether that's it happening to you or you doing it to somebody else. What's the story you're telling yourself in the moment? What if the plans you made were the absolute best option, knowing what you knew in that moment when you made them? And now you get to revise those plans. And yes, someone might get disappointed. Someone might be upset. You can still acknowledge your changes. And I'm going to get into how sticky this can get soon, I promise. But planning is a very mundane activity. Changing plans is a very exciting activity. We have become programmed to be people pleasers. We have been programmed to think that the plan is set in stone, and that's just not true anymore. I don't know if it was ever true, but in my new world business building, plans are meant to be broken. That is hypothesizing, testing, iterating, so we can improve in every moment, right? So first and foremost, expectations. Just simply recognize them. Disappointment is a gap in unmet expectation. So you can manage expectations. You can let people know, I'm happy to pencil this in. I tend to be a pretty last minute person. I have so many people in my experience that I'll let them know what I'm doing because I love making plans. My energy needs like that channel. I also have zero hangups about being like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. And I don't even worry about if they're upset with me at this point. Recognizing there was an expectation, it was agreed upon, and now it's not being met. Is that disappointing? What if this isn't a big deal at all? That's what I've found in all of this is when I approach this, like this is a non sequitur, like, yo, I'm not feeling this anymore. I don't explain myself. I sure as shit don't apologize. I got rid of doing that a long time ago. So my goal is that when you finish this video, you understand not only how you feel about changing plans and why, but how you can roll with the punches, how you can bob and weave, my friend. So this doesn't just mean duck and dive. We are going to talk about how to dance with change, how to create a graceful fight. So you're shadow boxing, but it looks more like ballet, right? Because the real reason to change plans is to optimize in every moment, to get the best out of your experience. And so this is an active and dynamic state of being. This is where taking that pause and taking that beat and proactively choosing changes everything. So if you've ever felt like the world is happening to you or you've been a victim of circumstance, I've got something for you. The rug has been pulled out from under you. You've just landed on your ass. Your tailbone is hurting on a level that you know you're probably going to be sitting on a donut for the next couple of days, if not weeks. And it is humiliating at best and quite literally painful suffering at worst. What I am going to walk you through is how that is real and true and valid and happening. And you can also continue to accept the symptoms for what they are, evidence of a thing that occurred, and also keep on keeping on. So control for me is one of, firstly, the biggest illusions that I grapple with, but my default, which is why I want everything to be my fault. The biggest illusion that we have, that ground that you are standing upon, is an illusion. And so when that rug gets pulled out from under you, we feel like I should have seen this coming. I should have been prepared for this. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, blame, shame, blah, 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 externalize, right? And ultimately, it's just simply about how we're reacting to it. So this is where you can spin your wheels, and this is where you can exhaust yourself. This is where burnout starts. This is where anxiety and depression and clinical diagnoses begin, right? Is this repetitive patterning of trying to gain control. And when we recognize there is no control, that's not actually a thing. What I want is safety and security, and I can give myself that in every single moment. And I simply need to reflect on patterns of thinking and evidence-based realities that I make myself safe, even in wildly unsafe conditions. That is certainty in the uncertainty, my friend. So when you make plans, what you're doing is looking for that illusion of control. That's cool. With changing plans, their needs are changing and then we're meeting them, right? So learn what you feels like. And if you are feeling resentful or weird in any which way, ask yourself why. What's the story that you're telling yourself? So help you first, then you get to help everybody else.